Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. So join us on BG Time. So join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah. BG Time.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do? But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I'm innocent. There was a gang unit formed about the time that you were Breonna Allen's aide. Were you ever reached out to by them for any diversion practices?
All right, let's not get in front of me, please.
What do you have to say to the family grieving a 7-year-old son?
Sorry for your loss.
Do you have anything to say? What would you like to say to the family? Did you know he was 7 years old?
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, come on that doorbell, baby. Hey, it's your girl, the Mrs. Baby, the Mrs. with them kisses. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy, okay? Or you call me Miss Peachy. We got company. We got company. Y'all know when we got company, sometimes people want to act like, I ain't got no show going on and all that stuff. So if y'all hear some people talking in the background, it's Paulie and his friends. It's my friends. And happy almost birthday to us, me, ho, Bam, baby. It's about that time. Happy almost birthday, Heavy. I tell y'all, we gonna have a good month, baby. April is gonna be doing its Apriling, okay? April gonna be Apriling. Why? Because it's my birthday month. That's why. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. The Cash App will be open. Okay. The Cash App will be open every show starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. So I ain't gonna put the Cash App up today. But just know, starting on tomorrow, I just may come up and do a dose of peach. Just so that y'all can see the Cash App, okay? Just so y'all can see it. But no. Thank y'all so much. I'll just go ahead and put it up there anyway. There you go, there you go, there you go. But welcome again, you guys, to Peachy Tea Time. I am so excited about tonight's show. We got a lot tonight. We got a lot. We have a special guest that will be pulling up on us. Okay, she gonna pull up on us. She want to talk about the Kimani. Yes, she want to talk about Kimani, baby. She all the way from Ohio. Okay, all the way from Ohio, where everything went down. So she wants to come up here. She got something she want to say to y'all. And I said, okay. Why don't you just come on Peach Tea Time? I may not relay the message just as good as you. So why don't you come on up Peach Tea Time? And then we go ahead and talk about it. So of course I do have a update on Kamani just as well. What's his name? Darnell. Darnell Jones. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize about my background. I really do. But Darnell Jones, I think that's his last name. His girlfriend. His girlfriend has something that she had to say. Ex-girlfriend now. But she wanted to come out and talk a little bit more. She wanted to give a little bit more information. So we will be talking about that just as well tonight. And also on the radar, we also have please, no drinking and driving. No drinking and driving. We have a very sad story that came out this morning. Have a lot of people just, just emotional. A lot of families affected by two of the stories. Actually, a lot of the stories tonight, but we have two crash stories. We'll call it that. We'll call it crash story. We got two crash stories tonight, so a lot of families being affected tonight. As you saw the first clip that right there alone was 12 families. I call it. I say 12 families, 12, 13, 14, 15 families affected. When you take out one person and 6, 7, 8, 10, 15, 25 people decide that they all want to take out one person, then they all get locked up too. So a lot of families have been affected with the Breon Allen story, the 7-year-old. Let me show y'all his picture. I know y'all remember him. I covered this story a few times with his mom. She wasn't on the platform, but I did show y'all a lot of news broadcasting clips with his mom and everything, and dad as well. So my heart goes out to them, and my heart goes out to the families that's been affected by this. This is just 4 other guys that was charged. Plus, it was 2 more young men, and one which was the 2 that you guys saw on the first clip. So a lot of families affected. A lot of families have been affected. So my heart goes out to everybody, but at the same time, watch your kids. Know what your kids doing at all times. Check their phones. You can find out a lot if you check their phones. You really can. They're not that bright. They put everything in the phones. They don't care. I'm gonna say they're not that bright. They don't care. Okay? So we're gonna talk about that. Baby, let me show y'all Kimani's memorial. When I tell y'all I have never seen anything like this, like it is fully packed. Fully packed. I gotta give a round of applause to the community. The community showed up and showed out. Do you hear me? I gotta say it again. The community in Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, showed up and showed out for this baby. I can truthfully say I'll be 46 years old, and I have never ever seen a memorial, even during peach tea time. I have never ever seen a memorial this big. And this was on March 29th. So it has grown even more than this, you guys. More than this, it has grown. So, matter of fact, let me just show y'all. You know, how about that? How about that? How about I just show y'all how big this baby's memorial have grown? Let me see if I can find it right quick. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go. I'm waiting. I'm also trying to wait on our guest to come up too, because I don't want to get started in the middle of everything and then she comes up. So, but she is coming, y'all. She is coming. All right. I'm looking, y'all. I'm trying to find a more recent one. Memorial. Here go one. What was it? Okay, this is 10 hours ago. This one is 10 hours ago, y'all. So this is more of an up-to-date memorial. Like, this is truly, truly amazing that the community came out and did what they did. I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, you can't ask for nothing more. I have to show this one a different way than what I usually show things. So just bear with me. This was not on the radar. The Kimani was not on the radar for tonight. But once this young lady wanted to come on and tell you guys what she has to tell you guys that she wants you guys to do, I said, okay, why not come on PGT time? So right now, let's look at this memorial, y'all. Let's look at this baby memorial and how it has grown, okay? How it has grown. Here we go.
Our continuing coverage now of the murder of Kimani Lateef. The community absolutely heartbroken by this story. Almost a week after we learned of her death, we're seeing the memorial at the home where her body was found continue to grow. 13 Action News reporter Matt Merchant speaking with people there today who came out in droves to pay their respects. Matt joins us live tonight with their thoughts. Matt.
Josh, some Toledo residents were visiting the house for the very first time today to pay their respects. The community is doing its part to make sure she will not be forgotten. It's been almost a week since police found the body of Kimani Lateef on the second floor of a house on the corner of Miami and Wilmot in East Toledo. The teen had been missing for over a week. Her death continues to touch families throughout Toledo.
The community has come together for this tragic incident of Kimani. Being a mother, I have lost a child, and I just can't even put it into words. It's horrible.
My daughter is the same age as what she was, and I can't imagine somebody taking her life.
What started as a small tribute has grown into a massive memorial now wrapping around the home. In just over a week, dozens of flowers, signs, stuffed animals, basketballs, and candles have been placed outside the house. The entire front yard and side of the house is filled with items and signs dedicated to Kimani. While I was there, one woman brought a mini bench that read "Justice for Kimani," and another brought a giant teddy bear with flowers.
To see all the love and support of everybody that comes through is just an awesome thing. Whether you know them personally or not, there'll always be support out here.
Kimani would have turned 14 years old on Friday, March 28th. Many Toledo residents who visited the house for the first time described the love and support the community is showing as breathtaking.
The more and more it grows, it's just, the pictures are wonderful too, but when you actually see it in person, it's just breathtaking away.
As soon as you come up to visit, all you feel is all the love for her.
Just glad the community pulled together for this girl, and hopefully we can get justice for her.
Residents who stopped by today also say they have unanswered questions about what led to her murder, and they hope those get answered and justice is served. Josh.
All right, Matt Mergen reporting live for us tonight. Matt, thanks. We're learning that the Brown Legacy Memorial Funeral Home will no longer be holding the services for the 13-year-old girl. Brown Legacy announcing Saturday morning that the process to transfer funeral responsibilities is now underway. Plus, donations made throughout the week will be transferred to the next funeral home. The announcement didn't say which place will be handling the services. Brown Legacy saying Friday that the community had donated so far around $6,000 to support private and public services. Local businesses are set to host an event Sunday to raise money to properly honor Kimani and celebrate her life. Wheelin' on the Rocks on Lasky Road hosting a benefit and poker run from 2:30 to 10 p.m. tomorrow. The main event will be at Wheelin'. Other businesses also participating, including Kickstand Saloon, Daffy's, and Corner Saloon. More details on 13abc.com. Our coverage continues on that website page for free on the 13 Action News mobile app as well, and all of our streaming channels.
All right, y'all. All right. So, again, this family is so blessed. The community, I applaud y'all. I think you guys are doing an awesome, amazing job by spreading the love, showing the concern, and showing that your community do care. Okay, y'all do care. So, and make sure, and I'm not saying it just to be saying or anything like that, but let's try to keep this up. Even for other cities and states that have seen this, we have seen Toledo, Ohio set an example. So how about we all follow through with it when something like this happens, such a horrible tragedy. All right. So, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next clip. We will come back. Because the clip that I have, we're gonna wait for our guest from Ohio to come on. She actually has twins, y'all. She's like, I'm trying to get these babies in the bed. I'm trying to get them in bed. So we're gonna wait on her to come on up, but we're gonna go ahead and get started with our show. Y'all, let's get started with Don't Drink and Drive. Don't drink and drive. Okay, I'm starting in strong. With these shows. Okay, with these clips. Please, if you are watching, you could be watching the show on Roku TV, baby. You could be watching it on Roku TV. All right. So please, take advantage where you can be laying down in your bed watching it on TV. If you don't have Roku TV, you can also watch me on TV under YouTube. Just find your YouTube on your TV, and baby, type in PGT time spelled with the Y, and you'll see me on your TV, baby. But if not, just make sure you watch me on all the other platforms. We are streaming live on 2 Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and of course Roku TV. All right, Instagram. Y'all only get 1 hour, baby. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But y'all only get 1 hour. So I suggest y'all come over to the other platforms. Y'all can wait or y'all come on over now. It's completely up to y'all. What's up, Tammy? We got Tammy. We got Josette, Melissa Harvey, She said, "Oh, I've been trying to understand this story. Girl, don't worry about it. Give me a call when you have the time, baby. Because when I tell you, it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. Or you just go back on Peachy Tea Time on YouTube, and you will find the story on there, Kimani. Just type in Peachy Tea Time, type in Kimani on Peachy Tea Time, and you'll see all my videos that I've covered on it. Melissa, it's so heartbreaking that the system failed this child, but she is in the hands of the Lord now and never have to worry about getting hurt again. Exactly. Exactly. I had mentioned to you all on one of the other past shows that sometimes God will take these kids about their misery because ain't nothing else they can do. So God would just take them right on up out of here and be like, you know what? It's a better place for you since your mama and your daddy don't want to act right. You going to come right on here with me. Don't come right on over here with me. And you're just going to be as happy can get. So, Sir said my child died to a car accident a week ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been giving out all that he has. It really hurts my soul. Every single thing he loves playing with. I'm willing to give out the PS5 gaming console I bought for him for free. DM me if you have if you want the gaming system. Oh, y'all. Sir, please, I'm gonna reach out to you just so that I can contact you and just show a little love our way from over here on Peachy Tea Time. And whenever you are ready to come on Peachy Tea Time to keep your child's name alive and also to spread awareness because baby, when I tell you we got two clips, two topics tonight that has to do with car crashes. One of my biggest fears, because I've been in so many car accidents when I was a teenager driving and everything, and my early 20s and stuff. So that's just one of my biggest fears. So I try not to even cover car crashes because of my fear. But again, a lot of the stuff that I cover, I'm afraid of. So I have to cover these things. All right, y'all. So again, y'all, we about to go ahead and get started. We did get started. I'm sorry. So let's get into this drunk driving. Okay. I'm going to read the. We don't have a news broadcasting clip, unfortunately. There was not one that I found out there. So what I'm going to do is just read to you all the news article that is out there. The news article. So give me a second while I pull that up. I thought I had it up already. Okay. Oh, I do have it. I do have it. I'm sorry. There you go. Very short. You guys be able to see it with me. Lake County, Florida. 3 women died and one suffered critical injuries in a single vehicle crash. Crash County. I don't know. Lake County. Early Sunday, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. The crash occurred around 3:16 a.m. on State Road 19, south of St. Florence Lane, troopers said. According to FHP crash report, a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee was traveling northbound on State Road 19 when its driver failed to negotiate a left hand curve and the SUV ran off the road to the right. The vehicle was being driven by 30-year-old. Now, y'all, I'm telling y'all now, I can't pronounce these names. Okay? Some of them I can, but I already tried, and some of them I can't. So, rest in peace to these ladies. They were all women. Rest in peace to these ladies. I'm going to try and pronounce it. Shakayla Mathis of Mount Dora. Um, it looks like she was the driver. She had as 3 passengers from another city called Eustis. Oh, this in Florida. Kanisha Lewis, 32 years old. Octavia Pugh, 28 years old. And 26-year-old woman whose name has not been released by troopers at this time. Okay. I'm going to show y'all a picture with the ladies' names on it. The Jeep struck a pole on the right shoulder and overturned several times, causing the driver and all three passengers to be ejected from the vehicle. Now, I'm going to show y'all some live coverage, okay? If you already know about this story, you probably already seen this live coverage. But I'm going to show y'all. And it's not live coverage of the accident, is what was going on in the car before the accident. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, everything over here on PGT time is allegedly. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just talking shit. There's also explicit language. But at the end of the day, I do my research. But it is explicit language and everything is allegedly. Now, usually when you get all four people in this case that was in the car to get ejected from the vehicle, people tend to believe, including myself, that no one had on their seatbelts. A lot of people that get ejected out of vehicles do not have their seatbelt on. Okay? They just don't have it on. So we're gonna go ahead. That was the end of that. It says, troopers, I'm sorry. Troopers believe none of the Jeep's occupants were wearing seatbelts during the crash. But of course, like I told y'all, a lot of us already figured that out. Because it's very rare, again, that will happen. So I'm gonna show you a picture of the ladies. The driver, Shakayla Mathis. Octavia Pugh, she's deceased. Kamisha Lewis is deceased. And Mariah, I can't really say her last name. She's in critical condition. I have not checked to see if she's still alive or have she succumbed to her injuries. I have not checked. But as of this picture of these ladies, she's still in critical condition. So we're gonna bring this down, and I am about to show y'all what was going on in this vehicle before the accident. And please, everybody, just be aware. Just be aware that this is all that we're doing is spreading awareness over here. Here we go. And I had to. All right, y'all. I am back. Again, this was so unfortunate, especially if you guys are paying attention to the video. They had loud music playing, so I couldn't play the music that they were playing because it was mainstream music. But I'm sure you all got the gist of everything. From what we saw, this young lady's speed got up to, because somebody, whoever was in the back seat, one of the ladies in the back seat, she was recording how high speed this young lady was going. And when you listen to it, as far as myself, I didn't hear anybody say, "Turn it down, girl. You is going entirely too fast. Slow this shit down." No, I didn't hear that. They was crunk. They passing the liquor around. They drinking, and they looked like they was enjoying it. Like they had no fear at all. No fear at all. Whew, yes. Rose said, "Drinking and driving," shaking my head. Yes, Rose, yes. Drinking and driving. I can't say that this is uncommon. None of us can say this is uncommon. Um, I have drunk and drove before. And thank God, I was able to make it to my destination. But now, oh baby, you can't catch me drinking and driving now. Now, my husband, he does not drink. So Poolie is always my designated driver. I don't care what party going on. If y'all ain't gonna come pick me up, whoever party it is, or one of my homegirls going, if y'all ain't gonna come pick me up, I will be there when Poolie get off of work and bring me, and we come together. Cause that's my designated driver. So again, my heart goes out to all these ladies. They were so young. Um, Still so unfortunate. I'm gonna play this video one more time because a lot of people is coming in. So here we go. Again, y'all, that was just so unfortunate. So unfortunate. So many families have been affected by this. The mama side of the family, the daddy side of the family, friends have been affected by this. You know, like ladies, we have to be more responsible. You gotta be more responsible. You know, y'all know I'm always sharing the video. We gotta be more responsible, y'all. Men and women, not just women, men and women. This was not, somebody said in the on one of the posts, they said they don't ride with drunk drivers. They don't ride with people that been drinking because they feel like if they do, that's them trying to commit suicide. That's how they look at it. Like you might as well say, I want to give up my life at this point if he or she gets into a car with someone that has been drinking. So Rose said, I hear you, but they are drinking to the extreme. Not just one drink. They had bottle. Yes. Yes. Bottles of that good on top of that, Rose. They had that Patron. They was getting it in. They was getting it in. Then the driver had the water bottle, the core water bottle. But how do we know she had water in there? We don't know. But we know that they had liquor. We know that. And that was floating. So, again, even if it's 4 people, we need at least one person. I don't care if you feel be like, man, everybody they gonna talk about me. They gonna be like, oh, you a punk. Baby, just like I always tell y'all, and I always resort back to movies. Boys in the Hood, you better be like Trey. Look, Trey told Ice Cube, dog boy, stop this car. Let me out. So, again, my heart goes out to the families, the friends, and rest in peace to these ladies. And we're praying for the one that's in critical condition. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next one, y'all. Let's just go ahead and get these car crashes out the way. I just told y'all that deers and car crashes. Those are my biggest fear. I can't stand deers. I can't stand them. So let's go ahead and get this other car crash out the way. This took place in 2 different places. So you will see, for those that are aware, that when I do my shows, I always show y'all what state or what city it's in, because I can't remember them all. So I always have it on the screen. But this took place in 2 different places. So when they were in Arkansas, you'll see Arkansas. When the news was in Memphis news, you saw Memphis. Okay? Also, one of the young ladies that was killed in this car crash was a rapper's sister, Big Boogie of Memphis. Rest in peace to this young lady. She was the only one that didn't make it. And the story is just so chilling and so sad. Just so sad. Where we have the story that I just showed y'all where they are crunk. They excited. The car just speeding. The highest 116 miles per hour. And they still crunk drinking. Like, go faster type shit. Where this story right here, these young ladies was begging this ninja to stop. Please stop this car. Still kept going. But baby, when I tell y'all, now is the time to go and share this video. Because when y'all see how this ninja, I thought I had the picture. Let me see if I got the pictures, y'all. This young man. This dude. I mean, y'all, the way he was screaming, I was like, oh my gosh. Why is he screaming like this? I gotta find the picture, y'all. We'll come back to it. No, I need to find it now because I need y'all to see. I need y'all to see this before we start the show. Before we start anything else, I need y'all to see this. Hold on, let me see if I get I'm trying to get the other one. Let's see. I gotta figure it out. But let me just go ahead, y'all, and show y'all this first clip, okay? And then I'll see if I can find it. And then soon we'll be going to our commercial break. So I can tell y'all, if you have not been watching our page, our Peachy Loved One for 2 weeks. We got a new person and actually 2 new people. So here we go.
Chase has ended with another person killed. This time, the victim is 29-year-old Latirica Woods, the sister of Memphis rapper Big Boogie.
Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live from Arkansas. Kayla, you would not describe this as a short chase.
Daniel, no, not at all. We know that it started about 30 minutes outside of Little Rock, and it lasted about 18 miles into a little town called Hazen. That's in Prairie County, which is about an hour and 40 minutes outside of Memphis. But we found out some new information about the driver. We know that he has some open, active warrants out of Shelby County. Cell phone video obtained by Fox 13 shows the scene after this crash. ASP says a trooper tried to pull over a white Dodge truck in Lanoka County, but the truck sped away. State police say the driver, identified as Torquilo Hambrick from Memphis, was speeding up to 120 miles per hour and was driving on the shoulder to get around cars. ASP says the trooper hit the truck, flipping it into a ditch. Woods was ejected and died. 2 other women were critically injured. The driver, Torquilo Hambrick, and another passenger were taken to the hospital in stable condition, but not before Hambrick went on Facebook Live from the back of a police car.
They were trying to pull me off on the road. And I was pulling up in that grandma truck. When I was pulling over, they hit my truck.
Records show that Hambrick is in custody as of this morning. Shelby County records show he has 3 open warrants for drug possession as well as statutory rape. ASP says they are expecting him to get new charges from this fatal crash that have to do with the death of Woods.
As Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon live in Arkansas at 6. Kayla, thanks.
Hey, Auntie, I saw you coming in. Hello, I love you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. All right, y'all. Baby, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this boy? Now, if you're looking, you can actually see him right there. He's sitting in the car on the side of me. Let me see. I might can pull up. Let me see something. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up over here. And then maybe I'll be able to see a little bit better. Hold on. Okay. So there we go. So you see the boy? I know you can't see him that good, but he's sitting in the car with a cell phone. Okay, now this boy, he done been in prison. Yes, y'all, he done been in prison. Been in prison for a while. And he's supposed to be married to this girl. I'm gonna have to get all the pictures. I have them. I just gotta figure out which ones they are. But I'm gonna have to bring them on up here, y'all. I'm gonna have to, so that y'all can see them. And I should have had it already set together. So I definitely apologize. Let me make sure. Because I know I had it. I had them in here for y'all. Because I knew we was doing the show tonight. Okay. Let me just upload them. I was trying not to upload them. Because I need to try to figure out where they at. But I know I just did them today, so. Let's see if there's any of these. But until then, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and take y'all. Over to where he was crying in the backseat of the car. So they was in the car, y'all. Oh, let me move this out the way. They was in the car. They went to celebrate the young lady's birthday. Okay? They went to, hold on. They went to celebrate her friend's birthday. I'm trying to bring myself back up once I get rid of this stuff. Dang. Oh, shoot, no. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. There you go. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I got a little lost. Lost for a second. Okay, so you had the guy who was driving, his wife, from what the news say, and what he say, but had his wife in the front seat, and then she had her two friends in the back seat, and they was going to go to Houston. They stay in Memphis, but they was headed to Houston so they could go party. They went to Houston, they partied, they had a good time. Okay? Had a grand old time. And again, I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. Excuse me. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of them all. I mean, like, they really had a good time. And then boom, on the way back. We don't know who all was drinking because they wasn't in the car showing off their liquor and everything on live. But just imagine they left from Houston from partying and they on their way back. And in Arkansas is when they got in this high-speed chase with police. Now, Big Boogie's sister, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, Big Boogie's sister contacted. She called our family, our sister, crying. Or called the mama crying, one or the other. And they ain't say she was crying. But she was telling them that this ninja won't slow down. And the mama said, tell him to slow down. He will not slow down. He even mentioned he wasn't slowing down. Like, all this was said. All this was done. And then the ultimate happens. They get pulled over. They get out. They get into the accident because the police did a pit maneuver. And the car flipped several times. Baby girl got ejected out the car. And she's no longer here with us. His wife, all this is allegedly, except for the girl. The girl did die, which is Big Boogie's sister. She did die. But allegedly, his wife, her arm got taken off. So she no longer has one arm. And the other young lady that was in the back seat, she is in critical condition. Now, these are the videos that y'all gonna see these women on, okay? Now, the first video of him in the car, the first 3 videos, I believe it is, of him in the backseat of the police car, I have a picture of him and his fiance, him and his wife, who he says is his wife, which is the one whose arm has been taken off. These are absolutely beautiful young ladies, may I add. Her arm is now taken off, but she still lived to see another day. Unlike her friend, who she invited to come, and they decided that they're going to trust boyfriend, husband, whoever he is, to her for this ride back from Houston. Now, again, this is him in his back seat of the police car. He found a way to get on live, and I want his wife, to hear him. So I have her picture up there so she can see her man, her husband, act the damn fool. Because that's exactly what it did. I'm sorry. Say what y'all want to say about me. I really don't give a damn. This ninja acted a fool. A plumb fool. Now, I know you scared, all that. But you know what you did. And then you get on here and lie. So I just want her to be up there. And y'all gonna see it, just the two of them. And she gonna hear and see how he act a fool. Here we go. No, that ain't me. That is not me hollering and screaming. That is him. The so-called husband, the so-called gangster. Tat it all up. Been to prison, been to jail, whatever. Just ain't got out, whatever. I don't know. Got this long history of crime, and then you get on here and you act a damn fool. Here we go.
They were trying to pull me over on the road. And I was pulling over and they ran my truck. When I was pulling over, they hit my truck. They were dead in They were dead in my wife and I. Help me! I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. Somebody help me! Somebody help! Somebody help! Ah!
We ain't done. We ain't done. We ain't done. I mean, he just acted a fool. Hey, Miss Donna, how are you? No, Rose, nah. They ain't take phone. They ain't take phone at all. Hey, Tiffany. So the police caused the accident. Well, that's if that's what you want to call it. I mean, they did the pit maneuver, but if he would have pulled over, they wouldn't have to do the pit maneuver. To me, they didn't know. Now, I am against the pit maneuver. I don't think they should do it at all. But at the same time, this is something that they've been doing for many years. They probably gonna continue to do it. They didn't know who was in that car. They don't know if them girls was in that car egging it on, telling him, go faster, go fast. They don't know that. They ain't know that the girl had called the mama and said, Mama, he won't stop. They don't know this. All they know is that they want them to stop. It's unfortunate that they have to do it that way, but it's also unfortunate that he couldn't pull his black ass over. Brown ass, whatever color he is. All them tattoos on him. Yeah, brace yourself. And I couldn't even get all of it because it was like a 30-minute video of him doing all this damn screaming. For what? There is nothing you can do at this point. Nothing you can do at this point. But pray and ask God to forgive you. But instead, you goes on live. You go on live. Like we is able to save your black ass. We can't do shit. Nothing. Why is you on live? Wait till we get to the point when he call his mama, y'all. Oh, I got that too. When he call his doggone mama. Y'all got to see that. Y'all got to see when he calls his mama. But here go the next part. And again, his wife is sitting here watching everything. I made sure of that. Here we go.
doing nothing. The speed limit is 75. I was doing 70 miles per hour. We was coming past, I guess because we was the only truck with luggages on the back.
Hey,
Huh?
hey, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be against you in court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford it, an attorney won't be provided for you at government expense. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney. You understand these rights?
What part of Arkansas am I?
You're in Lone Oak. Or Hazen.
Hazen?
Do you understand your rights?
Lone Oak or Hazen?
Do you understand your rights?
What am I being arrested for?
Do you understand your rights?
Can you repeat it one more time?
I ain't got time to play that. If something happens to your spouse, that's on your fucking fault.
No, I didn't. Please, come here. Did y'all hear what part of Arkansas I'm in? I'm in Hazen, Arkansas, or something, or some Arkansas. Some Arkansas. My arm is broken. I know. I can't see her. I don't know. Nothing. Please, the windows are broken. I don't know. I didn't see her. I'm going crazy. I didn't see her. Somebody is recording this. Please record. Please record. They might take my phone. I don't know. I was getting off on the exit and they hit the truck. I was getting through traffic. I had to pass traffic and get off on the exit for somewhere to pull over. And they rammed me. They thought I was running. They flipped my truck. My baby, okay. Oh, my baby, Humphrey is okay. Oh, my baby, Humphrey is okay. I'm gonna kill myself.
And he a so-called rapper too, y'all. I'm just not finna waste your time or my time playing the music, okay? Tiffany said, Father, forgive him. Oh, sorry, not him. Sorry. She said, Father, forgive me. She said, Father, forgive me. Forgive her for laughing. Baby, a hit dog will holler. A hit dog will holler. And baby, he doing a whole lot of hollering. He doing a whole lot of hollering, baby. This is just... And all they had to do was just pull over. All they had to do is pull over. And I do have some of her family. That was number 3 of... Yeah, what's this? Okay, that's that. Okay, so this is the last clip of him acting a fool. This is the last clip of him acting a fool. But this clip is of him talking to his mama. Okay? Y'all, this is the time, again, that y'all want to share this video. Because this... Being scared to go to prison for the rest of your life is real. Or mental health is real in this situation. Either or. And he's still in Arkansas. So after this clip, we finna head back to Memphis. We're going to go ahead and go to Memphis after this. Okay? But they in Arkansas. He's still in the car. But now he done called his mama. They always got to call mama. They always got to call her mama. Here we go.
7 or 97.
7 or 6.
Hello. Mama. Mom.
I'm going to replay this because I forgot to tell y'all. He's in the police car already. They done flipped baby girl. I think she was Terica. It was Terica and Laterica. I can't remember which one it was, but we'll see on the video. But baby girl was. Dang, I done lost my train of thought. I don't like Poolie laughing at me. I lost my train of thought. Oh, mama. That's what I'm talking about. The mama. Baby. The mama. The mama thinking they still driving, y'all. The mama thinking they still driving. Y'all, this is live, baby. I ain't finna re-edit nothing. They gonna see it just like this. They gonna see it just like this. This is all the way live. Things happen. But anyway, the mama thinks that he's still driving. Think that they still on this police chase. And they ain't. Look, Tiffany said, I can't take no more. I just can't take no more. She said, hold on. Let me share it. Let me share it some more before you get started. Before you play this last clip, let me share some more. I know that's right, Tiffany. Let me get on my job too. And let me share this. Cause baby, this talking to his mama and what his mama do. Hey, Miss Joyce. Baby, when y'all see what his mama do, y'all gonna be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Here we go. I ain't gonna even stop it no more. I ain't gonna stop it no more, y'all. Here we go.
7 or 97.
7 or 6.
Hello. Mama. Mom. Mom. Mama. We did pull over. When we was pulling over, they hit the truck. Go on my life! Ah! Ah!
Your call has been forwarded.
Hello! Where you at now? Come on! Ah! Just came out, y'all. He finna pull us over. So while we was getting off the E-way, while we was finna get off the E-way, he hit the light. So it was plenty of traffic, so we ended up kept going past traffic so we'll be able to pull over. So when we started getting off on the exit, I guess they thought, we was finna try to run or something, and they rammed the truck. So when he rammed the truck, he flipped us into a ditch. But no, sorry, good help, Reed was not in the truck. We on the side love it anyway, and they won't tell me anything. I know.
The screaming is over. We're done with that. We are done with. Let's give a round of applause for. I mean, this is Emmy now. He should be nominated for an award for this. Like, this ninja was screaming and was able to realize that his mama hung up like, I'm not finna listen to you sit on this phone damn screen. You done lost your man. He go from screaming from the top of his lungs after he done got her on the phone trying to explain to her what happened, to calling her back saying, why you hang up on me? Why you hang up on me? Because you doing all that screaming, acting a fool. You wasn't doing all that screaming when you was driving probably 100 miles per hour, trying to get away from the police. When they begging you to stop, you weren't doing all that hollering in. You was gangster. You set it off in this joint. Queen Latifah, you ain't going down without a fight. You ain't going down without a fight, baby. And look what you have done. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you right now. If that young lady wouldn't passed, if she would not have passed, baby, I would have used some of them clips of him crying. And y'all would hear, just like y'all hear that R. Kelly, just like I did R. Kelly. Y'all done forgot. I played a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Why didn't I play the whole thing? Because this is how he is anyway. This is how he feels. He lied and shit. He lied. Talk about I was only doing 70 miles per hour. It was so many cars. I was just trying to go past all the cars so I could go in there and pull over. Not knowing that this girl done already called her family. Telling everybody what you, little ninja, wouldn't do, which was pull over. So y'all, in the words of Chaos, this is all this young man is gonna be able to say.
Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, The Missus. The Missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can just call me Miss Peachy. That's all good, too. Look, welcome to Peachy Tea Time. And it's Monday where I'm solo dolo. Yes, solo dolo. Unless I have a special guest. But y'all make sure y'all tune in each and I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I told y'all we be live, and when we live, you don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know how that happened, but we're gonna go back to that. Okay, we're gonna go back to that because y'all know how I do. Everything is in order. Everything is in order. So let's go ahead, y'all, and let's get into this clip. We're still talking about this story, this tragedy that occurred. You guys, if you look up at the top, you'll see everybody that was involved in this car accident. All the ones that was telling his black ass to stop, but he chose not to stop. You're going to see all them at the top. So rest in peace to these babies. Rest in peace to them.
New details tonight about an Arkansas State police pursuit that turned deadly this week. The driver, 30-year-old Torquilo Hambrick, has now been charged with first-degree murder after a passenger in the truck he was driving was killed when police pulled a pit maneuver to stop the vehicle. WREG investigator April Thompson has been digging into this case and has more on Hambrick, who is no stranger to police.
Torquilo Hambrick, now in a Prairie County, Arkansas jail after a high-speed pursuit with Arkansas State Police Tuesday. Police saying they pursued Hambrick's white Dodge Ram pickup for some 18 miles after he fled a traffic stop on Interstate 40 in Lonoke County. With speeds of up to 120 miles per hour, they executed a tactical vehicle intervention, or pit maneuver, near Hazen in Prairie County. When they hit the truck, it flipped and landed in a ditch. Hambrick and passengers Laterica Walker and Zuri Jones were injured, but 29-year-old Laterica Woods was ejected from the truck and killed. Zuri Jones's mother says her daughter is still in the hospital.
She having surgery in the morning, but thanks be to God, though, she's very stable.
She says her daughter didn't know Hambrick well, but was friends with Laterica Woods, who died, and they were all returning from a vacation. Her daughter said they pleaded for Hambrick to pull over.
Wasn't listening. Yeah, he did. I think he pulled off. I think my daughter said he pulled over for a moment, and then when the police got to the car, he took off again. So, you know it's out of your control when you're not the driver, so you're not in control of it.
WREG has learned that Hambrick has a long police record, including being listed on the sex offender registry for a 2020 statutory rape. There was a warrant out for his arrest. In a tearful Facebook post, he said he was pulling over when they hit his truck, saying the speed limit was 75 and he was doing 70. WREG has reported on Arkansas State Police pit maneuvers and ASP adamantly going after vehicles that refuse to stop. We also showed how sometimes those pit maneuvers turn deadly and have led to lawsuits. ASP told us they do pull back in a lot of cases and cease the pursuit.
The idea that, we're just being cowboys and we're going to chase them until, this thing concludes, that's not true.
But they also say drivers can avoid all of this.
We are constantly on the lookout for new technology. We're constantly on the lookout for ways to make these situations safer. But at the end of the day, the way to make it safer is stop running. And that's our message to the public, is just stop running. It's absolutely not worth it.
Now another family feeling the pain of that.
That's a law that needs changing. The police shouldn't be able to knock people over in the ditch. They shouldn't be able to do that. Because, see, it was 3 other people in the car with that guy they was trying to stop. That's just not fair. Yeah, I don't see any fairness to that. And I really think that's a law that should be changed in Arkansas, that they can do that to people.
I agree 100%. That's a law that definitely needs to be changed. Also, if it can't be changed and they have to use it, I think it should only be used for people that they know for a fact is in this vehicle alone. And it should have to be a capital murder charge. Because it's a possibility that you can kill somebody inside this vehicle. And if it's one person only, and you know for sure that's the person that you're looking for, and they're a capital murder charge, we don't give a damn what happened to that person. We don't care. As long as you know for a fact. As long as y'all know for a fact. We don't care. We don't care what happened to him. We really don't. We don't. Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. We don't care. All right, y'all. So let's get into this clip. And after this clip, we're going to get into the young lady who passed away, her brother, who is a rapper, Memphis rapper, Big Boogie. We're going to get into him next. This is her family mourning after what happened.
Friends gathered to remember the life of a Memphis woman killed during a high-speed chase with Arkansas State Police. The 29-year-old woman was a passenger in a truck that investigators say would not stop for troopers.
We attended a vigil in the woman's honor. WRG's Raven Copeland spoke with her mother about this heartbreaking loss.
Dozens gathered at the North Fraser Community Center to honor Laterica Woods. The 29-year-old mother died on Tuesday. She was a passenger in a truck driven by Torquilo Hambrick on I-40. Arkansas State Police say Hambrick led officers on a chase after they initiated a traffic stop. Woods' mother, Khadijah Tucker, tells WREG her daughter called her when it happened.
Well, when it happened, she called me. She said, "Mama, we on a high-speed chase." And I said, "What you talking about, baby?" She said, that was her boyfriend. She said, "He won't stop." And I said, "Tell him to stop now." And I heard him say, "I ain't stopping. I'm not stopping."
A state trooper then deployed a pit maneuver that hit the truck. That impact caused it to flip and crash into a ditch. Officers say Woods was ejected and unfortunately died at the scene.
Y'all didn't have no heart for them other people in their car. They could have thrown spikes. They could have put the roadblock up for their dog. But y'all took my baby. That was my heart.
Despite some of the criticism and concern, ASP is standing by its policy.
Fleeing suspects are terrorizing and traumatizing our communities. Our troopers will not look the other way. We will do what is safest for the public. And that's why we've instructed them that as soon as you can articulate that a suspect is fleeing, put them in the ditch.
As Woods' mother awaits answers and justice in her daughter's death, she's doing what she can to be strong for her 8-year-old grandson.
And I want justice for my daughter. Like, her son, and he need to be compensated for life because y'all took his mama from him. My grandbaby 8. He'll never see her again.
Reporting from Fraser, for your news leader, Raven Copeland, WREG, News Channel 3.
You can certainly understand her pain and frustration. As for the suspect in this case, he remains in jail and faces several charges tonight, including first-degree murder. A court date has not yet been set.
That's still so unfortunate, y'all. That is so unfortunate. My heart goes out to the family. He definitely need to be in jail forever. He ain't getting back out because he had already spent time in there. You know, now he got a murder charge. I think what's gonna hurt him the most is that she called her mom. She called her mom. The mom knows. She heard it. Them all telling her to slow down. We don't know what this wife gonna do. We don't know. Even though she lost her arm allegedly, we don't know what she gonna do. She might decide she ride or die all of a sudden. And gonna ride or die with him. I don't know. But hopefully she'll tell the truth too. Because he deserved to be away. He deserved to be away. So, okay, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into our commercial break. But before we go into our commercial break, I gotta tell y'all. So every 2 weeks, I show you guys someone that, a family that has been on Peachy Tea Time. I don't show you the family, but I show you their loved one. And basically what we're doing is just trying to keep their loved one name alive. All right? We're keeping their loved one name alive. And they get a 2-week spotlight. I make a special flyer for them. And when the family came on the show, all the families received a tribute video that I created. So for the 2-week spotlight, each show that I do, I will show their tribute video, and I'll also show their flyer. Then I also will show their flyer on all my pages. So this 2 weeks, baby, is someone very, very special to me. 2 children. One was grown at the time. The other one was a teenager. Well, he was actually 12. So he's almost a teenager. But they were my friend slash sister children. She had 3 kids. When I met her, she had no kids at all. Also, her children's father was one of my close friends just as well. I actually met him first. And then he introduced me to her, to Tiffany. And then me and Tiffany became friends, me, her, and Tori. And before you know it, she started having children. TJ, which is who you all is about to see. TJ, I was actually in the room with her when TJ was born. Me and Tori and Tamaris. So, like, I really, really, really had a very close attachment to her children. She still have one left, Tamarian, and I love all her kids. I love all her kids. They call me auntie. But this is the reason that the family started. This is the reason. When Tamarie, beautiful, beautiful children. When Tamarie was murdered at the age of 26, that's when I was doing PGT time. I was not doing PGT time when TJ was murdered, but I was when Tamarie was murdered. And, you know, Tiffany said, you gotta cover the story. You gotta cover the story. And it was like right when I got started with PGT time. And I was like, no, I can't cover it. I can't cover it. I'm gonna be crying the whole time. She was like, no, this is what you do. You gotta cover it. And I was like, well, if I do it, you're gonna have to come on with me. And she said, okay, the mother. And she came on with me, and you guys, literally, she was the first person to come on, who I called the first family to come on to PGT time to tell her loved one story, which was her children. And I'm so thankful to God that she came on, because that opened the door so many other families, over 100 families that has came on to PGT time. So again, I'm so thankful. And TJ and Marie, I know y'all see Tamari up there, but that's what I called her, Marie. So TJ and Marie are our special 2-week spotlight Peachy loved one. And while we go into this commercial break, we are about to go into their tribute video. Tiffany came on twice. So you guys are going to see 2 different tribute videos throughout these 2 weeks. Okay, throughout these 2 weeks, you will see another one because she came on the show twice. And I made 2 tribute videos for her. So this was actually her second tribute video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? Oh, I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Oh, would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? Happy birthday, dear I'll find my way. Happy birthday tonight and day. 'Cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Oh, here in heaven. Oh, 'cause I don't
I mean, you say.
I wasn't supposed to come back on. I was supposed to go straight to the commercial break. But I see Tiffany is out there watching. Tiffany, I love you so much. This has been the hardest. That particular show that I did was the hardest show I ever had to do. To this day, it's still hard to believe that these two babies is gone. So hard to believe. So hard to believe. Like, we have so many memories. And Tiffany, no. Between me, Tiffany, and Tori, of course, Tiffany got the most. But for her friends, me, Tiffany, and Tori got so many memories of her children from the time they was born. To this day, my daddy still talk about Tamaria with them overalls on. Like, we could just think of just stories in the blink of an eye. I mean, just like that. On little things. You know, I remember Tamaria loved Jordans. I remember that Tamaria had these shorts that had fringes on them, and she had to wear them every day as a toddler. Like, she loved those shorts, and Tiffany had to wear them. I mean, get them ready for her all the time, every day, because she wanted to wear these shorts. You know, I remember some things about TJ when he was a baby. TJ cuss you out of the heartbeat. just certain ones. You know. But I love Tiffany. I love Tamaris. I love TJ. I love Tamaria, and I love Tamarion. And now the addition to the family, Eris. You know, she's definitely God sent. Definitely God sent. So my heart goes out to Tiffany. Will always go out to Tiffany. At the same time, I thank Tiffany because if it wasn't for her, I don't know if the show would have went into the direction of having families on. Because I was literally trying to figure out what I'm going to do at PGT time. I knew I liked to show crimes, but I also like to do celebrity gossip. And that was like the beginning of the turn for no more celebrity gossip, just straight crime. Now I have my own 501c3 nonprofit organization. And I'm just thankful to God. I really, really am. So let's get into this commercial break, y'all. When we come back, we are going to get into Breon Allen update. I need y'all to make sure you are here for that update, baby, because we breaking it down. Oh, it's going to be broken down. So here we go. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, The Missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can just call me Miss Peachy. That's all good, too. Look, welcome to Peachy Tea Time. And it's Monday where I'm solo dolo. Yes, solo dolo. Unless I have a special guest. But y'all make sure y'all tune in each and every Monday, okay? Each and every Monday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to watch the other shows too. On Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And on Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much, but we got to head on back to this show, okay? Make sure y'all continue. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut it off, but I forgot we got one more clip of the brother of Laterica, the rapper, Big Boogie. He really took this hard job, and what brother or sister wouldn't? So I gotta play that. I cannot skip over this at all. So here we go.
What to say, man? I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say, man. Man, my sister, man, that girl got a son, man. 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 Just look at that, dog. Like, real deal. Like, this my sister from the sandbox, man. Like, this my sister from the sandbox, man. Like, I ain't crying on line since the police killed Brandon, man. Man, that's a girl, man. That's a girl, man. I can't believe this shit, dog. And it ain't just my sister, like, man, Woody, everybody's sister, like, if you know Woody, man, you know that's your sister, dog. Like, real talk, man. Real talk, man. I would have pulled over. I would have pulled over, dog. I would have pulled over, dog. Man, I would have pulled over, dog. I would have pulled over, man. I would have pulled over, dog. This shit ain't deep, fool. Go through the process. Pull over, go through the process. You'll pull over for if it was in the car, man. Man, pull over, go through the process, man. Been chilling, been thugging, been riding with guns, been riding with drugs, man. Come on. Been riding around with warrants, with 100-round choppers and all that other shit, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. If you know them, man, come on, man. Police don't give a about us, dog. Man. I can't believe that get dead, dog. And there's other people died with her, fool. Like, this girl got a son, man. This girl got a son, man. A son, man. Man, that shit hit different when you know Woody, man.
All right, y'all. Rest in peace to Laterica. My heart goes out to the wife that lost her arm. I'm praying for you too, baby girl. And also the young lady that's in critical condition. I'm praying for her just as well. So, and hopefully the young man will get some type of help while he's in prison. Hopefully for the rest of his life. So, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and let's get into Breon. Let's get into Breon Allen. Everybody's been caught. Everybody been caught. The last two is who I showed in the beginning of the show, rather. So they are the last two that they were looking for. They have been caught. So y'all here's the update, and you guys are going to see. Hopefully y'all will remember. Here we go.
Today, 2 more arrests made in connection with the murder of 7-year-old Breon Allen Jr. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Jessica Clark. The 2 arrests announced today, 17-year-olds. And we are choosing to identify them because of the crimes that they are accused of.
Breon was shot and killed while walking in a neighborhood during the day with a known gang affiliate. Police have said multiple times the shooting was gang retaliation.
Completely unnecessary, completely horrible. It should never, ever happen to anyone in our community, especially a young child, 7 years old.
6 people total have now been arrested in connection with Breon's murder and with the shooting of the man who was with him.
And today, as officers were walking the accused to jail, our Rich Donnelly spoke with them.
What do you have to say to the family grieving a 7-year-old son?
I'm sorry for their loss, and I'm an innocent man.
Did someone in a different gang put you up to this? Were you told to take out the shooting?
I don't know nothing about no shooting, so.
Well, Rich joins us live now in front of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. And Rich, the ages of those arrested today, adding really to the shock of this case that's already shocking.
Absolutely, Jessica. 2 young boys, both 17 years old, are now behind bars, accused of murder in this gang-related shooting death of 7-year-old Breon Allen Jr. Sheriff TK Waters said his department takes every murder seriously, but added that this one carries extra weight.
It was a targeted, planned act of bloodshed, one during which murderers clearly saw Breon walking innocently with the intended target.
2 months after their son was shot and killed while walking in the afternoon, Breon's parents heard Sheriff TK Waters announce the arrests of their son's accused killers.
I don't even know how to feel right now. But I'm glad,
that they were arrested and they're gonna be tried. At the end of the day, my baby was a baby. He was 7.
The thought of youth was not lost on Breon's father. Both Dante McGee and Tavares Kelly, the accused triggermen in the shooting, are 17 years old.
Looking at them boys' pictures in their eyes, that could have been my son. They babies.
I honestly have no remorse for them. I would have gave my life for him, but unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
Teenagers in shackles, being taken to jail, denying their involvement in the crime.
I'm sorry for their loss, and I'm an innocent man.
I don't know nothing about no shooting, sir.
An innocent life taken as part of a gang-related shooting. Extra painful for Sheriff Waters that it was such a young, innocent life.
For them to do that in such a callous, cold, senseless manner tells you what kind of people they are. I don't care that they're 17 years old. It doesn't matter to me. They don't care about people in this community, so let's put them where they belong. Let's not let them see the light of day ever again.
A total of 6 people have been arrested in relation to the shooting death of 7-year-old Breon Allen Jr. Sheriff TK Waters said that his department and the state attorney's office worked every...
Mr. Officer, I'm with you. Who gives a damn? They didn't care. It took all them 6 of them, y'all. 6 of them to take out this baby. And the one that they was actually trying to get, he's still alive and well. It took 6 of y'all. All y'all played a part. And y'all still didn't get the one that y'all was trying to get. Unless y'all was trying to purposely get this baby. Then, baby, you have succeeded. You succeeded. You did it. But guess what? They finna let y'all ass have it. All 6 of y'all. And I'm gonna be right there watching. Don't let them show it live. Don't let them show it live. Then my viewers gonna see it live. We want to see y'all go down. Never see the light of day. They was old enough to know right from wrong. No matter how you look at it. They're old enough to know right from wrong. I bet you they mamas done told them something if they mamas in their life. I'm just saying. Let's get into this next clip, baby. Let's get into this next one. This is still we with the same topic. We just got two clips. So here we go. This is the last one.
Local gangs linked to a 7-year-old's tragic death in Jacksonville. That's according to new information from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Breon Allen Jr. was shot and killed in the Commonwealth neighborhood on Jacksonville's west side back in January.
And now police say the crime is related to last year's murder of Charles Jones, a Jacksonville rapper known as Julio. Jones was ambushed during his birthday celebration in Tampa last June. This is the shocking surveillance video from that night when Jones fled as a group chased him with guns in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn. Police say Jones is driving the black sedan while that group runs him down and fires multiple shots at the car. Both Allen's and Jones' deaths gained lots of attention statewide, with a reward of up to $25,000 once offered in the 7-year-old's case. And these are the 4 men in custody in Allen's case, each facing second-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and attempted first-degree murder charges. News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher digging through the documents to find how JSO made these arrests.
These are the 4 arrest warrants of the man connected to the death of Breon Allen Jr. and injuring his cousin Lafayette Mango Jr. These documents give great detail into how the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office connected these 4 men to this case to make an arrest.
In the warrants, investigators explain the 4 men are members or associates of the group 6 Block, and the shooting that took Allen's life was motivated to the purpose to benefit, promote, and or further the interests of the criminal gang. Allen's cousin Mango is a documented gang associate of the group ATK, according to police. Investigators say an ongoing feud between the two gangs led to the death of Charles Jones, also known as Julio Fulio, last year. Following Jones's death, Mango released a song called 6 Ways to Die, featuring another rapper who police say is also a gang member of ATK. In the song, Mango disses several 6 Block members who have died and references a photo that members of a 6 Block took at a gravesite.
This brings us to the day Allen lost his life. After the shooting took place, a witness called 911 and told them that they saw the suspects flee the scene in a black car.
From there, investigators began canvassing the area, recovering video from nearby businesses. Hours later, they found the suspect's car, which was a black Kia where a BMW met them after the shooting. Investigators searched the black Kia where they found a match to the spent rifle casings found at the scene. The following day, detectives requested cell phone data from the location of the murder and where the black Kia was found. Records revealed the data showed the 4 suspects were at both locations. Detectives also learned that the BMW involved belonged to one of the suspects' family members.
Cell phone data and video surveillance connected the 4 men accused of Allen's death at the scene of the shooting. JSO says more arrests could be expected in this case. For Now reporting, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Well, I heard them say that after they got the other 2, they're done. That's all they was looking for. But if there are more out there, please catch their little asses too and get them up off the streets. Get them up off the streets. Now, all I got to say is, if you are watching this right now, if you are watching this and it's a replay because you weren't able to watch it live tonight, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I love y'all. I love you so much. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I need, if you know that your child is going down that wrong path, we'll say it in a nice way, going down that wrong path, I need you to show them this particular clip, the one that I just played. I need you to show that to your child. If you know your child is out here toting guns, Moscow tools, if the neighborhood crew, the community, the village is telling you that your son out here doing wrong, shooting at poor people, all that, I'm telling y'all, if your child is doing it and you just really trying to ignore it and you are trying to be like, okay, I know they done told me this, but I just don't know what to do. I'm finna tell you what to do. I'm finna tell you right now. Show them that clip. Show them that clip on how the police break it down and find them. And then they will go to prison for the rest of their life. Let's go ahead. Let's go back to that first clip so y'all can see, just in case somebody decided that they want to take my advice and show their child this clip, because their child's out here living that lifestyle. They bought that life. Show them this clip and let them know they can get it too. Now, not the one I'm finna show right now, but the one I just showed. Please show them that. And then when you show them the clip that I just showed, then you go and show them this.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I'm innocent.
There was a gang unit formed about the time that you were Breon Allen's age. Were you ever reached out to by them for any diversion practices?
All right, let's not get in front of me, please.
What do you have to say to the family grieving a 7-year-old son?
Sorry for your loss.
Do you have anything to say? What would you like to say to the family? Did you know he was 7 years old?
All right, rest in peace to that handsome, handsome, handsome young man. That little baby to us, Breon Allen. He was 7 years old. You can type in Breon Allen on Peach Tea Time, and some of the videos will pop up that I covered this story, and you can get more details on it. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get into this next video. This was heartbreaking to me. This is another fear that I have. Not saying that I think it's gonna happen to me, but I just be fearful of just things like this happening. So here we go. House fire in Chicago. Here we go.
Morning, a third child has died after a house fire in Carpentersville. Those flames broke out yesterday morning. Our Marissa Perlman is at the home where neighbors are working to support this family.
The community devastated to learn that all three of these young boys, 2 years old or younger, were killed in this fire. Neighbors have been coming to this home here, creating a makeshift memorial, leaving flowers and gifts. They tell us they will do anything to support this family in the coming days.
It's devastating. It's 3 babies that passed away. That's hurtful, man. Like, babies, they couldn't help themselves.
A family friend now confirming to us all 3 kids were sleeping and trapped in the basement when the fire started. The fire spread so quickly, it appears by the time firefighters arrived on scene, the home was fully engulfed in flames. That family friend confirming to us the identities of those boys, 2-year-old twins, Jaden and Caden, and their 1-year-old brother, Xander. The 3 boys were living here with their parents and their grandparents. Family friends tell us the grandmother was treated for smoke inhalation at the hospital, but is expected to be okay. We know 2 of the family's dogs also died in this fire. ATF and state fire marshals were on scene here in the hours after that fire was put out. William Lopez and his wife live across the street. They saw the fire and ran to the house knowing the 3 boys slept in the basement.
My wife, she wanted to go in there. I haven't seen that lady move that fast. And she ran, made it all the way to the garage. And when I pulled her back, I saw how high the flames were and the smoke. That's why I made her pull her back, because it's like, wait, we can't go in there because it's gonna be bad, you know. It's hard, man. You know, we feel like we could have went in there or done something more, you know.
Now, 24 hours later, investigators will try to put together exactly how this fire started. The village president says in the coming days, he'll be organizing how this community can come together to support this grieving family. Reporting in Carpentersville, I'm Marissa Perlman.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. I don't know if y'all remember when we had the family on here. The young girl, I can't think of her name right now. I'm so sorry. But they was on the show, and she had 4 kids. 2 of them plus herself, the mom, was caught in the fire, and all 3 of them passed away. And she still had 2 left. And one of the girls, that was the daughters, she's older now, and she actually came on the show. Talia, her name was Talia. Talia came on the show. We reach out to each other every blue moon now. Me and Talia, check on her and see how she's doing and everything. Love the family. I really do love the family. They came on here, and when I tell you, everybody was just truly, truly heartbroken for this family. Really was. So if you guys you want to go on and watch that, it was the Ortiz family. The Ortiz family on PGT Time. Victoria Ortiz, I believe. But I do know the daughter name was Talia. I need to check on Talia, make sure she's good. So, all right. That story reminded me of that. So heartbreaking. There are all these little boys, 3 boys, and it sounded like it was our only kids. Was caught in this fire because they was down in the basement. They was down in the basement. So if any type of foul play was going on, they gonna find out. Trust and believe they gonna find out. They just waiting on time to pass. But they are going to find out. But if not, again, my heart goes out to the mom, family, and friends. All right, y'all. Now, let's get into the autistic boy. This went viral. It might have been nationwide, but it happened here in Georgia. And a 5-year-old little boy, cute as a button. And he was autistic, but nonverbal. And when I tell y'all he was the cutest little thing, I mean just absolutely adorable. But he ended up walking into a pond. And he, walked out the house, I'm assuming, and went and found a pond and went into the pond and drowned. And that's where they found him, in the pond. And I believe we may have covered a few stories like that on PGT Time, where an autistic child has gotten out the house and was found in a pond. So the mother is getting a lot of backlash, y'all. A lot of backlash, death threats. And I just want to say, y'all, if you're watching and you have done this, which I know ain't none of PGT Time folks doing this, but if you are doing it or you know somebody that's doing this, please give this mama a break. Please give her a break. Everybody grieve differently. That was her child. And we don't know her. So just make these videos be awareness, not to bash the families. Unless it's something that's worth bashing, like these kids that just out here just stealing and killing folks. Oh, this stuff just didn't it? Yeah, unstable. I was like, I get it. But stuff like this, no. Unless we know for a fact that she has something to do with this. Here we go.
Of a nonverbal child found dead after drowning in a nearby lake. We're hearing from her for the first time. This as a result of an autopsy for the 5-year-old, still pending. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is live there with more. Joey, you talked with that mom. I was there on scene yesterday. I can only imagine how emotional that might have been.
Yeah, Eric, Shakia Carter and Isaiah Bullock, the parents of 5-year-old Indy, tell me they are completely devastated just a day after reporting their son, who is nonverbal, missing. Police found his body in a retention pond at their apartment complex in Lawrenceville. Now, Shakia tells us that she was home when she noticed that their back door was open and realized her son was gone. She believes he may have climbed onto patio furniture to get over the balcony of their first floor apartment and wandered over to that retention pond. Investigators say he appears to have drowned. Right now, police say there is no foul play suspected. Carter tells Fox 5 grieving has been made even more difficult because she's been getting death threats from people online and some who've even called her phone, blaming her for her son's death.
I don't understand the phone calls, and somebody's already grieving. Why would you sit here and blame me?
Of a nonverbal child found dead after drowning in a nearby lake. We're hearing from her for the first time. This as a result of an autopsy for the 5-year-old, still pending. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is live there with more. Joey, you talked with that mom. I was there on scene yesterday. I can only imagine how emotional that might have been.
Yeah, Eric, Shakia Carter, and Isaiah Bullock, the parents of 5-year-old Indy, tell me they are completely devastated just a day after reporting their son, who is nonverbal, missing. Police found his body in a retention pond at their apartment complex in Lawrenceville. Now, Shakia tells us that she was home when she noticed that their back door was open and realized her son was gone. She believes he may have climbed onto patio furniture to get over the balcony of their first floor apartment and wandered over to that retention pond. Investigators say he
I feel
appears
sorry
to
for her,
have
y'all.
drowned right now.
Because
Police
at
say
the end
there
of the day,
is
we
no
don't know
foul
her.
play suspected.
We don't know
Carter
nothing.
tells
All we
Fox
know that
5
this is
grieving
what
has been
happened
made
to
even
this
more
baby.
difficult because she's been getting
That's all
death
we know.
threats from people online and some who even called her phone, blaming her for her son's death.
Let God
I
handle
don't
his
understand
own.
the phone calls, and
God gives
already
the biggest
grieving.
revenge. So if y'all just really, really feel like, oh, it's
you
her
sit here
fault,
and
she
blame
should have
me?
been watching him, she should da. Let
That
God
was a turn
handle
I
it.
just was not expecting.
But until then,
Now,
help
Eric,
her
as
if
you can
y'all feel
imagine,
like
this is still
something
very
that she
fresh
did
for
was
this
wrong.
family. Carter tells us they haven't even
But you
begun to
don't
think
know her
about
situation.
funeral arrangements.
We
They are
don't
still
even know
wrapping
what
their
occurred. We
minds
don't know
around
what was
the
going
loss
on
of
when
one of their
this
two
little baby
children.
walked out the
They
door. We
say
don't
that
know
Indy is
nothing.
actually a twin, so he has a
All we
twin
know
brother.
is they was
So
looking
this
for
is a
him.
huge loss
And
to
they found
their
him.
family at this point. Now, the family has
So
started an
give her
online
some grace.
fundraiser. You can find more
This is her
information about that.
child.
We'll
She's
have more information
grieving.
for you
And
coming
then
up in
have
the
to
full
turn
story
around
tonight at 10
and
and
deal
11.
with
We're live in Gwinnett County. Joy
society and
Dukes,
social
Fox 5
media.
News.
Yeah, but the
Just
good silver
bashing
lining,
her?
if there is one, Joy, yesterday so many
not right.
community members came
Unless
out
we have more
jumping in to
information.
help this family and hoping
And with the
for
information that
different
we have
results.
right
We'll see
now,
you tonight.
that's not right. It's not right. Tiffany said, Miss Peachy, you know I appreciate you for all the hard work, commitment, and dedication and love you pour into preparing for every single show. You are so amazing, and I'm grateful to call you my friend slash sister. Sister, you've been on my mind. Tiffany, I love you, boo. You know I love you. Belinda said, rest in peace, Breon Allen Jr. We praying for you guys. You know, we are praying for each and every family that comes on PGT time. We really, really are. Prayers for her dad. So sad. And bringing me, being that you brought up dad, our show for Wednesday. Our show for this Wednesday. I literally covered this story, you guys. That's what makes this so crazy to me. It's full circle, full circle. But I covered this story of this little baby. She was only 1 year old, Malaya. This was during the time of Isaiah's story, and also, her name was it was another young lady, Kamaya. I think, yeah, Kamaya, Naziah, and Malaya. That's how it went. And I had covered all three of them. And this was just so unfortunate with this 1 year old baby. She had an older brother that was also a toddler, but she was the one that was beaten to death by her mom's boyfriend. But this is her dad that you guys see on the screen right now on the flyer. And it's crazy because on yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I goes onto my inboxes, just to make sure ain't nobody inbox me or anything. And I'm like, oh, what's this? This like spam. What is this? I clicked the button. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's so many people that reached out to me that went to the spam. I still haven't been able to go to and reach everybody. It's still so many people. So, but God led me to this one particular um message that was from Demond, which is the father of Malaya. And all he said was, thank you. Thank you for covering Malaya's story. He never said my daughter's story. He just said, thank you for covering Malaya's story. And I reached back out to him and come to find out he was the father of Malaya. Asked him, did he want to come on the show? He said yes, gave him my available dates, and he chose this Wednesday. So please, you guys, make sure y'all tune in this Wednesday, couple more days, where Demond Banks and family will be on PGT time. We'll be on PGT time to talk about his baby, keep her name alive, and spread awareness. All right. So we coming down to the end of the show, y'all. We got one more left, one more video, one more clip. And this one is sister took out her brother, y'all. She took him out. Some people, I just posted a video of Toya and her brother. And Toya is from Lil Wayne's ex-wife or baby mama, whatever you want to call it. Reginae mama. I showed y'all a little video from her show. I posted on my page. I didn't play it on the show. Just posted on the page. Very, very unfortunate. I put on the post that, this is something that I deal with. I try to be just as transparent as possible on PGT time, but this is something that I deal with as far as between me and my brother not getting along as far as the way I would love for us to get along. I pray consistently for my kids because I had a boy and a girl, and I want them to have a very, very strong relationship. But sometimes me and my brother, we clash, whatever it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I pray that it gets better and better and better. But this was just so unfortunate. It really was. So here we go.
This all happened at a home on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is live there with the latest. Joy?
Yeah, Eric, good evening to you. We're actually here outside of APD headquarters where that suspect is being questioned as we speak. Police tell us that the victim in that deadly shooting was her brother. Yellow tape and APD crime scene vehicles lined the 100 block of Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, where police say a dispute between siblings led to a deadly shooting Sunday afternoon. Atlanta police tell Fox 5 officers responded to a person shot call that came in just after 1 p.m. When they got to the scene, they found a man in his mid-40s suffering from a gunshot wound, who was later pronounced dead.
What we've learned is a domestic situation between the decedent and his sister, the sister being the shooter. The sister has been transported to headquarters for questioning, and the investigation is ongoing.
Police spent several hours on scene as investigators worked to gather evidence. Anthony Watson says he lives nearby and was walking to the grocery store when he noticed the commotion.
Police blocked off the street and was curious about what happened because around 2 years ago on this exact same street that we're standing at right now, there was a murder.
He tells Fox 5 that murder and a string of other deadly shootings in the area prompted him to move out of the house that sits next door to the crime scene.
Yeah, I had to leave the area because of the constant shootings. There was a shooting at the Chick-fil-A, there was a shooting at the Walmart, there was a shooting at the barbershop across the street.
Watson says there's already a heavy police presence in this part of Southwest Atlanta, but he believes more surveillance cameras and quicker EMS response times are needed to save lives.
There's been multiple people who were shot here, but they either died on the scene or died on the way to the hospital.
It's violence he says he hopes will bring the community together to look for permanent solutions. Now, police have not identified the victim or the suspect in this case. It's also unclear what charges, if any, that the suspected shooter could possibly face tonight, but we do know that it was certainly an emotional scene there, Eric, earlier with family members beginning to show up. Just certainly a tragedy that happened there earlier. That's the latest here live at APD headquarters. Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
All right, Joy, thank you so much.
All right, y'all. We are back. That was just so unfortunate. Again, siblings do have rivalries. Siblings do go through a lot of different things. But all we can do is just continue to pray. So we are at the end of the show. We do have the Kamani. Unfortunately, our guest was not able to come on. Hopefully she'll be able to come on next Monday. But I am going to go ahead and show you guys. I do apologize, y'all, about my background, but I am going to go ahead and show you guys the clip that I was saving of Kimani, the Darnell Jones, his baby mama, or it is baby mama. But I'm gonna show what she had to say. Here we go.
Homicide of Kimani Lateef. Tonight, the girlfriend of the murder suspect, Darnell Jones, is speaking out. He's accused of killing his 13-year-old daughter, Kimani Lateef. Police found her body in an abandoned home on Monday.
Jones' girlfriend telling 13 Action News she called detectives when she learned he allegedly hid evidence in her home. 13 Action News reporter Alexis Means remaining on this story on your side with new details in this case. Alexis?
Leah Christian, she told me that Darnell Jones has never been violent toward her, and she told me that she doesn't know why he killed Kimani.
Honey used to be over my house all the time, and we loved her. And now she's gonna have to grow up without seeing her sister anymore. I mean, I don't feel bad for anything he's going through, but her, she did not deserve none of that she got. Nobody did.
She didn't want us to show her face, but you can hear her voice trembling as Darnell Jones's then-girlfriend shares how she helped Toledo police with evidence in the case. Last Friday, police set up a meeting to question Jones.
The weird thing about it is because before they even showed up, he asked me to turn my cameras off. I have cameras in my house, and he asked me to turn them off. And I was like, why would you want me to turn the cameras off? He said, because I didn't come home till 5 o'clock that morning. And he didn't want them to suspect anything because he didn't show up till 5. And I'm like, well, thinking in my head, I'm like, well, if you don't have anything to hide, then why should I turn the cameras off? And I didn't, but he thought I did.
She and Jones have a 2-year-old daughter together. She says she was in the room when Jones tried to hide evidence connected to the case in her house.
After the police took us downtown and questioned us, I came back home before he did, and my family that was here informed me that he hid something under my stairs in my basement. So I called the detectives, and they came and did a search warrant and grabbed it. And once he noticed those were gone, that was the last time I seen him.
Police executed a search warrant. What did he hide under your stairs?
It was like a mat for the back of your truck, not a pickup, but SUV. You know, when you lay your seats down and you put that rubber mat in there to protect the back of your seats in case you're hauling something. That's what he rolled up and put in my basement. And his work boots, which were caked with mud. I never seen him put it under there, but I wasn't about to hold no evidence for him or none of that. He must have thought that.
Jones went on the run to Columbus, where he used to live.
After the search warrant and he disappeared, we left the house because I was scared that he might come back and harm one of us.
Police located him after he called his girlfriend, and she called police.
What's your name? Kill me.
And Toledo police say that Jones is still in the hospital. They're not sure when detectives will be able to bring him back to Toledo. Christian, back to you.
All right, y'all. We are out of here. I thank y'all so much for rocking it out with me tonight. It's 11:18. It's 11. Poor, like, you finna get off? I'm like, yes. When? But y'all, thank y'all so much. I cannot end this show. Without saying thank you. We have reached, I cannot say I did it by myself. We have reached 40K followers, baby. 40K followers. Just last weekend, I told you guys that we was at 20K on actually that was just on Friday. Shit. Today Monday. So just on Friday. We was at 20K. No. This was Friday before last. I'm sorry, not this Friday. Friday before last we was at 20K. Saturday we was at 25K. And now, today on Monday, we are at 40K. 40K followers. I'm so thankful. I mean, we're going to get our balloons one day. One day, we are looking for these balloons. Party City just had to close on us. But it's okay, because I'm going to check out somebody this week. This week. And we are going to get our balloons so we can celebrate. Hey, celebrate. 40K. Baby, we on the road to 50. We on the road to 50K. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please, please, please make sure y'all tune in. Tune in this Wednesday to celebrate that this baby is up in baby heaven. And this baby ain't got to deal with none of the drama, the mess, the abuse, anything. She don't have to deal with anything negative because she's home with the Lord. But again, her daddy is here to bring awareness and keep her name alive. So I love you guys. Make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday. I'm out of here. Bye. Now y'all already know what you gotta do. Don't front. Don't act like you don't know. I know you know. You gotta listen to my babies. Here we go.